Hello guys, here is our example 2 in partial differentiation. Okay, so we are given another multivariate function 2x cubed y plus x sine y. Okay, so we are told to find the partial derivative of this function with respect to x and with respect to y. So fy, let's start with x. Okay, so this means that we will hold y constant. Okay, so the partial derivative of this function with respect to x is given by 6x squared y plus, then we have two functions, this polynomial function and this is trigonometric function. Okay, so we apply the product rule. First of all, we find the derivative of this function, then we maintain this, plus we maintain this function, then we find the derivative of this function with respect to what? With respect to x. So when you find the derivative of x with respect to x, you will get 1, then you maintain y. So 1 multiplied by sine y is what? Sine y. Okay. Then we find the partial derivative of sine y with respect to with respect to x. Okay, so since y is whole constant, the partial derivative of sine y with respect to y is what? Is 0. So when you multiply 0 by x, you still get 0. Okay, so therefore, the partial derivative of this function with respect to x is 6x squared y plus sine of y. Also, partial derivative of this function with respect to y, this means that we will hold x constant. We will hold x constant. Okay, so partial derivative of this function, this part 2x cubed y with respect to y will be 2x cubed plus, so this is also a product rule. The one we have polynomial function and we have trigonometric function. Okay, so when we find the partial derivative of x with respect to y, you get 0 since x is held constant. Since x is held constant. Okay, so 0 times sine y is still 0. Then we will maintain x. Then we will find the partial derivative of sine y with respect to y. So when you find the partial derivative of sine y with respect to y, you get cos of y. Then you multiply by x. That is what the product rule. Okay, so this is the same as x cos y. So the partial derivative of this function with respect to y is given by 2x cubed plus x cos y. So here are the partial derivatives of this function. Okay, that function of x and y, and it's also known as bivariate function. So in our next episode, we solve another example relating to this topic. Okay, thank you very much. Once again, good day to Godfred is my name, a third year BSc Mathematics student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana, West Africa.